All right, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is Mike Stevens. I'm the Director of Social Studies. We're going to get started in just a couple of minutes. Our guest speaker is arriving shortly. I'd like to invite as many people as possible to please fill in the empty space. Please feel free to come on down. You're free to use the center space. You can probably see the monitor a lot better if you're in the center aisle, so that would be my suggestion. We'll get started in just a few moments.
I thought about that the other day. I'm not even gonna lie. I thought about gay slave. There was no gay slave. It had to be a gay slave somewhere. But it wasn't. No. Your car. I want some dick. Your car and I want some dick.
Don't try no. That's a no. Fuck the walrus. That was y'all. It's a Russian titty. It's a Russian titty. I said titty. Why you laughing?
Because you said some Richard too.
You like my dress?
No, I'm just laughing just to laugh.
Look, rock with me in the back of the
Let's get an AC. I don't like those.
She was like, a first little watch will never look boyish. Like that watch is gonna look like a girl's watch.
Like that bad to me. You got throw it out. Yeah, I want to look at them first. I want to look at them first. I want to go look at them first.
You better go bang on the door. It's called a Rachel Rocket Test. It's called a Rachel Rocket Test. I got a Rachel in my business. What? I got a Rachel in my business. They don't be doing burpees. It's one step at a time. Like, look, you go. No, they be like,
wait, I'm about to go see if I see Sean.
you're doing it all at once.
It's a different stuff.
I was about to. You just said this is the best sports that I gave for the rap. But now I gave you I was here last year.
I was here last year.
I didn't even ask. Wait, doing that shit. Yeah, that's you, Chad. Yeah, that's you.
Who is that?
From the back lane.
Long head face. Long neck direct head.
Move.
I mean, they got.
Welcome to 2056 Black History Quiz Bowl. Ain't everybody supposed to be on it? Oh, Mike done
I present to you. This is me.
Y'all need to be quiet.
Check it now.
Testing 1 2.
I don't know who you think I'm talking about.
Good morning. My name is Deirdre Raynor. I am an 11th grade student at Friendship Collegiate Academy Online. As the returning MC, I am thrilled to welcome you to this amazing event, Friendship Public Charter School's 8th Annual District-wide Black History Quiz Bowl. Joining me on stage is our host, Friendship Director of Social Studies, Michael Stevens.
Thank you, Deirdre.
I started it.
Thank you to Collegiate Online, Ms. Durham, for once again recommending such an excellent scholar to support me. Before we start, I would like to say that I want to invite our scholars in the far back. If you could join us up front, that's with your teacher. We would like to fill in as many empty spaces up front as possible. So if you're a scholar in the class, with your teacher's permission, I want to encourage you and invite you to please fill in as many empty spaces up front. Thank you.
You in the front. You need to be quiet.
Although Black History Month is celebrated in February, the learning does not end when the calendar turns to March. For the past several weeks, students across our campuses have studied, researched, practiced, debated, and prepared. They have committed themselves to mastering history that is too often minimized or misunderstood. Today is the culmination of that work. And this year, that work carries even greater meaning.
In 1926, historian Carter G. Woodson launched what was then called Negro History Week, an intentional effort to ensure that Black contributions to American history would be recognized and taught. 100 years later, we mark the centennial of what became Black History Month. 100 years of remembrance, 100 years of scholarship, 100 years of refusing to allow the truth to be erased.
Black History Month was never created as a symbolic gesture. It was created because history was being ignored, distorted, and excluded. And even now, a century later, we are reminded that the struggle over how history is taught is not just a debate about textbooks. It is a debate about truth, identity, power, and belonging. Across our country, there have been renewed efforts to limit conversations about race, to narrow down how civil rights movement is discussed, and to challenge the inclusion of diverse voices in classrooms. For many Americans, especially those who lived through segregation, through voter suppression, through hard-won civil rights battles, these movements feel like echoes of a painful past. That reality does not discourage us. It reminds us why this work matters.
Because knowledge is power. What your classmates did in February was not just a preparation for a competition. It was preparation for citizenship. By learning the histories, they are strengthening their understanding of democracy. By studying resistance, innovation, art, science, and activism, they are preparing themselves to think critically about the world they are inheriting.
Today, we honor those who came before us, who fought for the right to learn freely and live fully. And we honor the students and teachers before us, whose preparation, discipline, and intellectual curiosity represent the very purpose of this tradition.
So, as we begin today's competition, let us do so with pride. Pride in how far we have come,
Clarity about the work that remains,
and confidence that informed, courageous young people like these on the stage will help shape what the next 100 years looks like.
At this time, we ask that you stand for the singing of the Negro National Anthem, Lift Every Voice and Sing, performed by the Friendship Collegiate Choir. is our great pleasure to introduce our distinguished guest speaker, Washington, D.C. State Board of Education Ward 7 Representative, Ms. Ebony Rose Thompson.
Ebony Rose grew up in Ward 7 and attended both DC public and public charter schools. She went on to earn her degree from the University of Pennsylvania. Instead of believing success was making it out of her community, she made her way back home to serve in DC public schools.
Her belief in education started early. As a child, she proudly sat in the audience at her mother's graduation from the University of the District of Columbia. She watched her mom work full-time wiring hotel rooms and businesses downtown as an electrician before returning to school to become a DC public school teacher. From her, she learned that your path may not be straight, but it can still lead to somewhere powerful.
Her first act of advocacy happened when she was a student. With her grandparents by her side, she testified before the school board to stop her elementary school, Plummer Elementary, from closing. That moment shaped her lifelong commitment to fighting for students. Today, she serves as the Ward 7 representative and past president of the DC State Board of Education. She has helped secure millions of dollars in at-risk funding, championed modernization investment in schools across Ward 7, increased the city's public education budget for 5 consecutive years, and pushed for greater transparency and fairness in how schools are funded.
As an ANC commissioner, she helped secure $6.7 million to modernize Bidden-Stoddard Recreation Center, negotiated $100,000 in community benefit funding, and supported youth education and sports programs in her community. During COVID-19, she founded the Ward 7 COVID Response Team, which delivered more than 150,000 meals to families.
Beyond public service, Ebony Rose is also a business owner. Before becoming the founder of Sow and Soar, where she specializes in resource development and strategy support, she worked in nonprofits and philanthropy nationally. In honor of her grandparents, Ebony Rose created a memorial scholarship that helps students purchase books each year, paying forward one of the same investments they made in her.
Most importantly, she wants every student here to know this. She once sat where you sit. She used her voice early, and she is living proof that you can grow up in Ward 7, come back home, and build a life of impact. Please join me in welcoming Ebony Rose Thompson.
Check.
Because today's more than about answering questions. It's about understanding the story that you are a part of and the legacy you will help carry forward.
Check.
This idea that there are 3 roles that people play in the experience or change: pioneers, tokens, and brides. Pioneers are the ones who go first. They walk into spaces where people have never seen someone like them before. They take the risk of opening doors that have been closed for generations. Tokens are the ones who are allowed in the room, but only one at a time. They are told, sometimes quietly and sometimes loudly, sometimes publicly, that they are the exception and not the rule. And pariahs are the people who challenge the system so boldly that the world pushes them outside, often the good troublemakers that John Lewis refers to. And they tell them they're asking for too much. But when we study Black history, we realize something powerful. Many of the people we will celebrate today and the folks behind me will answer questions about. Well, what's all three? Right here in Washington, D.C., we have our own pioneers. Of course, there are leaders like Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Rosa Parks, Thurgood Marshall, and they were pioneers who opened doors. They were sometimes treated like tokens in rooms that didn't respect their brilliance, and many of them were called pariahs simply for demanding freedom, dignity, and justice. While our own DC people, like Charles Hamilton Houston, and Howard University, who trained the lawyers that dismantled segregation, our own educators, like Manny Hannah Burroughs, built schools for Black girls, who built schools for Black girls, when they said we didn't deserve an education. Our own leaders like Walter Washington, who was the first mayor and the first Black mayor of the people elected by this city. Their lives remind us of the principle of St. Coco. The idea that we have to understand what was before us to be able to go forward. So when you learn your history, you recognize and realize something important. You are not starting from scratch. You may be the first, but you can't be the last. You have to build a legacy. Maybe one of you will be the first in your family to go to college. Maybe one of you will be the first in your family to start a business, lead a movement, design technology, write a book, or change a law. But the real goal is not just to be the first. The real goal is to hold the door open so that 10 more, 15 more, 20 more, 1,000 more can come through after you. That is what legacy looks like. And that is why today's Quiz Bowl matters. Because every question you answer today is a part of a bigger story. A story of resilience, of brilliance, innovation, and courage. Black history is not just something to memorize for a competition. It's a blueprint. It shows us how people who were told they couldn't. And remember this, learn the history, honor the pioneers, challenge the limits that others will try to place on you, and when your time comes to walk through a door that someone else opened, be the first, don't be the last, build a legacy. So looking forward to the Quiz Bowl beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Thompson, for those inspirational remarks. Scholars, staff, families, and guests, please make some noise because it's just about that time for the 2026 Friendship Black History Quiz Bowl!
First, I'd like to introduce our scorekeeper, Friendship Director of Instruction and Pedagogy, Mr. David Lowry, who's kind of hidden behind the The high school competition will feature teams from our 3 high school campuses. Before we meet the teams, however, we'd first like to present the tournament format and rules.
There will be a total of 3 rounds. For round 1, teams will directly compete against each other using Kahoot. There will be a total of 20 questions, and each question is worth a max of 1,000 points. Teams will be scored on both speed and accuracy.
For round 2, teams will directly compete against each other. Round 2, teams will be asked a total of 10 questions that they will have the opportunity to exclusively answer. Most questions in this round are worth 1,000 points. Music questions are 2,000. 1,000 for naming the artist, 1,000 for naming the song. Round 3, we'll use a final Jeopardy format, using just 1 question. Teams will make their wager before seeing that question.
The winning team is the team with the highest point total after all 3 rounds. Players must not consult to any outside sources or material during the competition.
We also have some general house rules to follow.
Keep it fun, keep it positive. We are one friendship. We've got a large, energetic crowd here today, and we absolutely want to hear from you. After each round, cheer so loud that they hear us from 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. But hold your applause until the end of each round.
Also, if you cheer for one team, you of course have to cheer for all of them. But you're expected to cheer the loudest for your own campus.
All teams will simultaneously compete against each other in round one Kahoot. We will meet the players for each campus during round two.
All right, players, are you ready? Okay, here we go. Let me get Kahoot pulled up. Give me just 1 second to do that. All right, we are locked in. Let me look at all teams. Okay, all teams good? All right, here we go. Round one Kahoot. I will tell you real quick, the middle school competition, the winner was basically decided in the Kahoot round. So there are 2 rounds after this, but this round is real high stakes. I'll tell you that right now. All right, here we go. We're starting. In 3, 2, and 1. A pioneer chef who elevated Southern cuisine through classic cookbooks like The Taste of Country Cooking is this: A, Leah Chase, Marcus Samuelson, Carla Hall, or Edna Lewis? All 3 teams off the jump correct. That's a great start. All right, here we go. 20 questions. This one's number 2. What outlawed housing discrimination and intimidation on the basis of race, gender, religion, ethnicity? Is it the Civil Rights Act of '64? The voting? All right, we're off to the quick start again. Love it. That is correct. It's the Fair Housing Act of 1968. Next question, number 3. The most decorated gymnast of all time who has 5 original moves named after her. Is that Simone Biles? Off the jump. Y'all are quick. This is good. 3 for 3 so far for all teams. Behind about 100 points. Number 4, first African-American woman to serve as president of an Ivy League university. She led Brown University from 2001 to 2012. Is that Shirley Ann Jackson? That is correct. Again, y'all been practicing. Ruth Simmons, very good. No change in leadership. It's still very close. For the next question, number 5. Who invented the potato chip? Is that George Crumb? Yes, that is Black History Geography. Number 5, that's right, George Crumb. All right, let's see, collegiate, barely ahead, so only 23 points separating them and collegiate online. Question number 6, an anti-apartheid activist in South Africa during the 60s and 70s who co-founded the Black Consciousness Movement. Is that Stephen Biko, Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, or Nelson Mandela? 2 teams are in. Ooh, only 1 team left. That was Stephen Biko. Collegiate brick and mortar, now with a little bit more of a lead, a little bit of breathing room. That was question 6. This one's number 7. The largest historically Black college and university in the United States based on enrollment. Is that Florida A&M, North Carolina? That is correct. North Carolina A&T. 2 teams correct. Collegiate brick and mortar. Blanche Kelso Bruce became the first Black American to preside over the U.S. Senate in what year? Was it 1866, 1879, 1825? That is correct. 1879, 2 teams correct. Collegiate, so perfect. 9. Very well. Discomfort is always a necessary part of enlightenment. Who said that? Was it Audre Lorde, June Jordan, Alice Walker? All 3 teams on that one. Well done. That was Pearl Cleave. Well done, well done. Which boxer became the first Black world champion and Canada's earliest boxing champion? Was that George Dixon? That is correct. George Dixon. These numbers, that is Jack Johnson. All the teams. All 3 teams. Everyone great. So halfway through, you have a very high competition. What Reconstruction era leader became the first Black person to hold a statewide office in the U.S.? Is that Hiram Revels, Francis L. That is correct by 2 teams, Francis L. Cardoza. So we're at, ooh, okay, so it looks like Collegiate Brick-and-Mortar did not answer that incorrectly, but online did, as to Tech Prep, right, getting close here. A DC native who became the first black coach to win the NCAA championship in 1984 was the Georgetown Hoyas. Was that John Thompson, Tubby Smith, Nolan Richardson, or Kevin Ollie? Two teams in quickly. All right, you are correct. That was John Thompson, DC native. Collegiate Brick-and-Mortar and Tech Prep. All right. That was number 12. This was number 13. WNBA and NCAA champion who paused her career in 2019 to focus on prison reform and wrongful convictions. Was that Maya Moore, Tamika Catchings, Candace Parker, or Brittany Griner? Two teams are correct. That was Maya Moore. Oh, okay. So that's now sliding into second place. That's exciting. All right. Name that movie, Just the Still. Which scene is this from? Is that American? That is correct. All three teams right off the jump on that one. That was Sing Sing. Let's see, Collegiate Brick-and-Mortar holding on to that lead by about 2 questions, it looks like. How long was Cory Booker's filibuster speech advocating for protection of voting rights in April of 2025? Was it 13 hours and 30? That is correct. Well done. 25 hours and 6 minutes he wins. And all three teams got that right off the jump. Well done. Let's see. All right. So Tech Prep and online neck and neck, separated by 44 points. Not too far at all behind Collegiate Brick-and-Mortar. Who is the artist that created this piece? Is that Shafal Lascelles? But that is correct. Titus Kafar. Well done, team. You guys were quick on that one again, too. Going through them. All right. I think this was the best of good impact all three teams this one. You guys are doing awesome. Which mathematician had a PhD in 1949 and later contributed to NASA space programs? Oh, okay. This is going to be exciting. Let's see who got this one. So the answer is Evelyn Boyd Granville. Let's see who answered correct. Collegiate Brick-and-Mortar. All right, over the water here. 3 questions remaining. Who am I? Who is this person? Is that Amy Lou Hamer, Ella Davis, Fatima Clark, Diane Nash? The answer is right away. Is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Let's see what we got. Tech Prep and online will be back in. Okay, that was a big question there. Founded in 1838, this is one of the oldest continually operating black churches in Washington, D.C. Is that Vermont Avenue? Okay. And Mr. O'Loughlin, to keep the scores up so that you can record them, because I can't see you. If you could just give me a shout out, you are good. And we will go to you.
Wow.
Say that again, like
Wow. That was exciting. Mr. Lowry, please verify our current leading scores as we prepare for round 2.
In third place, we have Collegiate Online with 14,261 points. Second place. In second place, we have Tech Prep with 15,113 points. And currently in first place, we have Collegiate Academy Brick-and-Mortar with 17,424 points.
For round 2, each team will be asked 10 questions in rapid order. Other teams may not steal or respond to incorrect answers. Let's welcome the home team, the 2023 and 2024 champions, the Collegiate Academy Knights. Afterwards, when you see your picture on the monitor, please introduce yourselves.
My name is Madison Henderson, and I'm in 10th grade. My name is Brooklyn Johnson, and I'm in 11th grade.
Hi, I'm Miracle Lane, and I'm in 11th grade.
Audience, I heard Miracle really well. Were you able to hear Brooklyn and Madison? I think I'm gonna have them go again, nice and loud and proud voice, please. Madison, I'm gonna give it back to you. Please tell us who you are loud.
Hello, okay, hi. Hello, okay. Hello, my name is Madison Henderson, and I'm in 10th grade.
All right, that was much better. Thank you, Madison.
Hello, my name is Brooklyn, and I'm in 11th grade.
All right, thank you, ladies. And now we are ready. Okay. Question number 1. Who is this person?
Jill Scott.
That is correct. On the board. Question number 2 coming up. This is an audio. 1,000 for the song, 1,000 for the artist.
Wu-Tang Clan or Crazy.
That is correct. Well, 2,000 Question number 3. She joined Mensa at age 4 with an IQ over 145, having learned the alphabet at just 4 months old and mastered geography by age 5.
Anala Idris.
Going practicing. That is correct. Well done. Question number 4. With 6 Tony Awards, she holds the record for the most acting wins by a performer.
Audrey McDonald.
That is correct again. Well done. Question number 5. In what year did the Wilmington Massacre occur?
1898.
Excellent work. Halfway through, perfect so far. Question number 6. This is going to be a speech. Tell us who the speaker is. Thank you, Begani.
Well, I know who does have the power. The people of the United States of America.
Cory Booker.
In that aforementioned 25-hour speech earlier. Well done. That is correct. Question number 7. What is the name of the Harlem Club where many famous Black American entertainers began their career?
The Cotton Club.
That is correct again. 27 so far. Question number 8. There's an option. You can name either the text or the author. Men can starve from a lack of self-realization as much as they can from a lack of bread.
Richard Wright. Name son.
You went for both of them, unfortunately, 1,000 points. But still, well done. That is correct. Excellent work. 1,000 points. Number 9. This is a poem. Tell us who the poet is.
I used to dream, militant dream, of taking over America to show these white folks how to do.
I'm pretty sure you got it, but I assume you repeat. You are correct. It was Revolutionary Dreams by Nikki Giovanni. Well done. And Felicia with the chance to close it out and go perfect. This is a quote. First, forget inspiration. Habit is more dependable. Habit will sustain you whether you're inspired or not. Habit will help you finish and polish your stories. Inspiration won't.
Octavia E. Butler.
That is correct. It's like Octavia E. Butler.
Great job, Collegiate. Our second team is 2025 champions. Here to defend their title is Friendship Collegiate Academy Online.
All right, returning champions, are you ready? All right, we're going to introduce yourselves first. Say it loud and proud, please.
Hello, my name is Aiden Jones, and I'm in the 11th grade.
Hello, my name is Nevaeh Sinclair, and I'm in the 11th grade. Hello, my name is O.C. Tyson, and I'm in the 11th grade.
And then real quick, I apologize. Before I do the collegiate online questions, I did make a mistake in the previous round. I forgot to introduce the collegiate coach, Miss Sienna Goldsby. Please give up Miss Goldsby right now. two-time champion of the school league. And then the online coach is Miss Danielle Durham. Ms. Durham has the distinction of not only being the creator of the Quiz Bowl, but the only teacher who is both a middle school and a high school champion. Okay, online team, question number 1 coming up. This is a quote. The single story creates stereotypes, and the problem with stereotypes is not that they are untrue, but that they are incomplete. They make one story become the only story. Need an answer in 3, 2, and 1. That is Chimamanda Adichie. That's Chimamanda Adichie with her infamous single story TED Talk. Question number 2. This future NBA and NCAA Hall of Famer led his high school and college basketball teams to a remarkable combined record of 167 wins and only 4 losses. That is correct. That is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 1,000 points. Question number 3. He became the first Black person to win an Oscar for non-acting for Best Original Song for the theme for Chef. That is correct. At the age of 22. Well done. Question number 4. This is a poem.
I don't know you. Don't know your last name. If you got brothers or sisters or mothers or fathers or cousins that be like brothers and sisters or aunties or uncles that be like mothers and fathers. But if the blood inside you is on the inside of someone else, you never want to see it on the outside of them. The sadness is just so hard to explain.
You know the speaker. That is Jason Reynolds in Long Way Down. Question number 5. Who is this person? That is correct. Nina Simone. Well done. Question number 6. Who is the speaker?
Since 1968, since in fact that day Martin Luther King was killed, the Black middle class has almost quadrupled, which is a wonderful thing. But at the same time, the percentage of Black children living at or beneath the poverty line is 40%. 4 out of 10 Black kids live at or beneath the poverty line. Do you know what the figure was the day Martin Luther King died? 40%.
That is Henry Louis Gates Jr. in 2004. Number 7. Who invented automatic elevator doors? Well done. No, sorry, that is Alexander Miles. That is incorrect. That is Alexander Miles. That is incorrect, Mr. Lowry. Question number 8. This is the song and artist, 1,000 points for each. Ooh, that is Rosa Parks for 1,000, Mr. Lowry. 1,000. Question the text or the author. There is no greater agony than bearing an untold story inside you. That is Maya Angelou with I Know Why the Cage Bird Sings from 1969. And final question for the online team. By standing up for her son and other Black deaf children, she forced the campus of Gallaudet University to enroll Black students before other schools across the country were ordered to desegregate. That is Louise B. Miller, a nice little DC history trivia question to close us out for round 2. All right, give it up please to the online team.
Awesome work online. Our final high school team are the Tech Prep Titans.
Turn that mic on and get ready to introduce yourself. Could be a test for us.
It's on. Hey y'all, my name is Sharon Baltimore. I'm a senior.
Awesome. My name is King Hammond. I'm also a senior. Mr. One, the only, Judah Hillman from Friendship Tech, 12th grade. Thank you.
Question number 1 coming up. Oh, and the tech prep team is coached by Mr. Billy Kelly. Mr. Kelly. All right, question number 1. He founded the Algebra Project, an education program that believes advancement in math literacy is the next phase of the civil rights struggle.
We don't know.
That is Bob Moses. Question number 2. Name the movie this is from.
You gotta know this is Hidden Figures, y'all. You gotta know this.
That is correct. It is Hidden Figures. Well done. Question number 3. The song and the artist.
I don't know the song name, but this is Lauryn Hill, right?
That is correct. It is Lauryn Hill performing Everything is Everything. So 1,000 points, Mr. Lowry. Question number 4. Known as the House of Champions, these basketball courts in Southeast DC were once inhabited by future NBA Hall of Famers Elgin Baylor, Dave Bing, and Austin Parr.
Watkins Park.
That is correct. Well done. Question number 5. This is a speaking one. Who is the speaker?
We're not going to have nobody get something my Negroes don't have. Someone die, I'll die now, right in front of you. You my enemy. My enemy is the white people, not the Vietnam, Chinese, Japanese.
That is correct. Muhammad Ali. Well done. Question number 6. A British politician and co-founded the African Reparations Movement in 1993 and worked to advance racial and economic justice across Europe and the Caribbean. In 3, 2, 1.
Benjamin Savania.
Bernie Grant. Question number 7. Who is this poet?
When they eat, they know not. So, boy, don't you turn back. Don't you sit down on the steps.
I don't know.
Because you find it easy.
That is, I pictured a little bit different, a woman reading it, but that is Langston Hughes reading Mother to Son. Question number 8. Who is this person?
This is my girl, Dorothy Height.
That is correct. That is Dorothy Height, former employer of Patricia Bramley. So there you go. Question number 9. This 5-time MVP won 11 league championships and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011.
Russell?
Look at that. You just pulled that out from that city. Well done. Let's go, Russell. 1,000 points. Well done. And final question. Who invented the electrical resistors that are used in pacemakers?
Otis Boykin.
It sure is. Well done.
What a great round 2. At this time, let's check in with Mr. Lowry as we prepare to go into the final round.
In 3rd place, we currently have Collegiate Online with 18,261 points. In 2nd place, we have our Tech Prep Titans with 22,113 points. And in 1st place, the home team Collegiate with 28,424 points.
For round 3, there will be just one final Jeopardy style question. Teams that have at least 1,000 points will be able to wager any number of points they have earned.
If correct, they will win the number of points they wagered. If incorrect, they will lose the number of points they wager. They may wager 0 points if they wish.
Teams will be able to see the category before they wager.
All right, so I will put the scores back up in a second, but I will first let you see what the category is. Your category is Name the Artist. And to clarify, by artist, I mean it is going to be a work of art, a painting, a sculpture, something of that nature. Teams, would you like me to put the scores back up so you can see them? Cool. Give me 1 sec and get those back up. And your category, once again, is Name the Artist. I'll put the scores back up so you can see them. Okay, there are your scores at the top. If you want to look over on your monitor, I'm just going to circulate and make sure that the teams have written down a score. Once they do so, I will put the final Jeopardy question up. And you go to slide 5. Right, so once you write your score down, you may not erase it, you may not scratch it out. Collegiate team, you're locked in. Perfect, great. I'm going to check in on the online team. They're discussing and deciding. Looks like Tech Prep is reporting their score. Perfect, I got it. Great. And the online team has their score. Okay, all 3 team scores are reported. Again, you may not change that score. You may not erase. You may not scratch out. Go ahead now and pull it up. Here we go. All right, there again is your category, and here is the piece of artwork. All right, team, hands down, please, markers down. We are going to start with our 3rd place team, who is Collegiate Online. Collegiate Online, can you please show us who you wrote down? You wrote down Cheryl, as in Amy Cheryl. That is correct. Well done. And the online team bet 500. 500 for that, Mr. Lowry. Tech Prep. Tech Prep is the next team up. Tech Prep, could you please show us your board? Tech Prep, let it be known, wrote down Amy Cheryl, and Tech Prep, I see, bet the full amount. So Tech Prep is the current leader. Tech Prep currently leads. This would be Tech Prep's first showing in a minute. Let's see what we got. Collegiate team, may I see? They wrote down Amy Cheryl for 28,424. All right,
So now, the movement we have all been waiting for. Mr. Lowry, please reveal the final scores, saving the winner for last.
In 3rd place, we have our Collegiate Online with 18,761 points. 2nd place, we have our Tech Prep Titans with 44,226 points. And our grand champions in 1st place, our Collegiate Brick and Mortar with 55,848 points. Congratulations.
Once again, my name is Yursa Raymond, and it has been my pleasure to serve as your MC today. And shout out to all the scholars and teachers who trained for and participated in this amazing event.
And my name is Mike Stevens, Friendships Director of Social Studies. This festival is a marquee event for our department. It would not be possible without the generosity and support of the individuals whose names are in front of you right here. I would also, before closing, I'd like to again thank Ward 7 Council Member for the Board of Education, Ms. Ebony Rose Thompson, for giving us such wonderful stirring remarks at the beginning. And I would also like to thank Deirdre, who I've now had the pleasure of hosting this beautiful event with 2 years in a row. So please give it up for Deirdre. Let us also once again give it up for our amazing social studies teachers, the real warriors and boots on the ground. Let's give it up for the teachers. I'm sure I'm proud of you. Stand for us. Thank you so much again. Congratulations to all the team and our winners. Collegiate back taking home the trophy.
Congratulations, everybody. I love y'all. Happy Black History Month. Black Power, go on.
Thank you.